Yay! Bless up. Watch this DLC.
Welcome to DLC. Watch this DLC.
Good job.
Yeah, every time. Like, I'm D for Deb.
I'm L for Luke.
I'm C for Curtis, and we're playing Dimension Drive, the beta. It's a top-down shooter, and it sort of takes from that. You guys remember that game Ikaruga from a few years back?
Sure
yeah.
do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sort of takes that somewhat, how it sort of repopularized the shooter genre, and
Okay, so the A button goes back and forth.
it's sort of bringing the dynamic where you're playing simultaneously on two screens, but you're not actually playing simultaneously. So as you can see, Luke is controlling the shooter on the left, and on the right there's a dot that's mimicking every single movement except for the shooting or anything like that. And as you see at the very top of the screen, there's an energy bar that wears down if you're on one side of the screen for too long. So it forces you to adapt and change to each side of the screen. If you're on a screen and you don't have enough energy and you're not killing enemies, you will die. So it's imperative that you basically keep moving, keep going, and just are constantly shooting enemies. Obviously this is the first level, so it's going to be a little bit more introductory, a little bit more easygoing, but I could see this just becoming super hectic as we...
Yeah, they always
get
say.
complicated
That's like
fast.
the trademark of this type of game.
Yeah, just throw a lot at you on screen. But I mean, it looks very pretty. Bright colors everywhere. From what I can hear of the music, it sounds kind of like a traditional techno electronica mix.
Yeah. I think it's the idea that's the strongest. It's just kind of unique.
Yeah.
The whole switching mechanic is kind of cool.
Kinda
It would be
cool.
interesting though if it has some sort of multiplayer component where you have like four screens, so there's two people playing at the same time. That would be actually really intense to sort of see if that would be even possible.
So I feel like the guy on the left side, I guess, is like out of bullets or something.
You could have 3 screens,
No, the guy on the left
and
side
then you
just-
can switch
Well, I
into
mean, when I
whatever
switch
screen the
over
other
to him.
character's not on.
What do you mean?
Like, when I go over there, I'm not shooting because I don't have any bullets.
Yeah, try it.
Well, now I do, but before it wasn't.
You lied!
Convenient.
Yeah, see, now the guy on the right didn't have any bullets. That's
Maybe
why-
his energy was low, that's why. That's probably what it is.
Yeah, I guess the more things you kill,
And the
the
one
more
side,
energy you get.
I
Yeah.
think
You help the other.
I think you get energy from killing things in the other
Wait, do you get
side.
energy from while shooting? So you probably shouldn't waste your energy.
That is true.
Good point.
Level cleared. I'm
Level
a boss.
Wow.
Well.
Oh.
A boss.
Okay, let's see if there's more levels. Arcade mode, level 1, 2, level 2, 2. Alright. Asteroid field!
So that very confidently.
I'm
Pretty confident there's an asteroid field over there.
pretty sure that's what all those rocks
Oh, I guess you died by touching the rock.
are. Oh, good job, Luke.
Someone had to figure it out.
Yep. I'm glad it was you and not me.
Yeah. What is wrong with you?
Get that power up, Lucas.
I forgot to switch before I...
Lucas Schmucus.
Lucas Schmucus. That is right. That is his
Oh,
name.
no! I wanted to kill it
You're
right before.
doing a very good job here.
Luke,
buddy.
did you know that your name is actually Lucas?
No,
Like
it's
the
not.
Earthbound character. That's a series I've never actually played that I would like to spend some time with at some point.
I think it's going to be too old. I think it'll be bad.
I don't know. A lot of people talk it up, and that it seems like it's one of those just stands the test of time, like Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
Is it this?
I
is
have
it
a
supposed to
lot-
have a good story or what?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like really charming and childish, but at the same time, kind of adult with a lot of adult themes and stuff.
I have a lot of old games I really like,
Right.
but
That
I've
are best left in the
realized,
past.
I've realized JRPGs. I'm like I'm too impatient for them now.
Yeah, no, I agree.
When I was like a kid, I loved them. I played them all the time.
Yeah.
That's like all I play is like my favorite kind of game.
No.
Now I feel like my patience level for JRPGs.
There are
is
some
so low.
that you can still play. Like,
There are.
You can.
because I'm
There are.
playing Legend of Heroes, and it has like enough charm. I don't know, I still
Even
like it.
good ones or something. I don't have the patience for them. I just don't.
Did you die?
I don't know.
Anymore.
Sometimes I'm getting confused about going back and forth.
Oh. Deb, you want to play?
Yes, I do.
Yes, I
See how bad you
But, no,
are.
but the thing about a lot of Do you want to start first level, or do you want to just
What are the
jump right
next
into
one?
it?
I'll
Okay.
just do it.
Go to the next one.
How hard can it
Is it-
be?
I don't know.
Alright,
Yeah,
8 switches.
You suck at platforming.
Well, fuck you.
Well, fuck you. No, the thing with like JRPGs is like there's such like an introductory level, and like they spend like way too long on like just getting you started in the game, that a lot of times it just sucks out of it sucks the fun out of it, because it's just like I just want to fucking play the game, but you have like these 7-hour tutorial, and it's just like too
Well, one
much.
thing I think is a problem sometimes is like sometimes they have like decent combat system or something,
Yeah.
but the like the first 10 hours is just attack,
Yeah.
but you still have to wait for the
Right.
loading screens and stuff like
Right.
that. Sometimes I think like JRPGs could be fixed just from like letting you skip things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have
Like,
a lot
or
of
speeding
patience
it up,
for it.
Right.
is it?
Especially
Like-
because like as a kid I had 40, I had 60 hours to spend on video games because I didn't have anything else going on in my life.
Oops, fuck.
As an adult, like I have very limited time. Like even like an 8-hour game is a bit of an investment in time for me. So it's like if you want me to drop
Yeah, that's
60
true.
hours on a game, like that's a
Yeah,
bit
but
of a
in
commitment.
a way,
God
it's a good investment though.
No, it
Like,
can be, yeah. Like, and I enjoy the Final Fantasy games, and I mean, I have fond memories of 7 and 9.
Ah, I keep
But
switching
to me,
sides
it's
and then
just it's
forgetting
all
I'm
about
going
the story
to die.
characters. Like,
Right, and if the story isn't interesting after a while, it's just like I don't want to play this anymore. That was my problem with Final Fantasy X. None of those characters were interesting.
That's true.
and then I like Bravely
God, I
Default, but it
didn't-
didn't. It just didn't suck me in enough.
And
Well-
that game just gets endlessly repetitive by the end,
But I
almost like a
Alright,
9.
whatever.
I played enough hours where I can't say it
That's
wasn't
covered.
worth it. I don't know. I still enjoyed what I played of it. I didn't feel invested enough to really play to the end.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just find like, I guess the things that I liked from JRPGs, I could get out of Western RPGs, and I don't have any of the annoying mechanics I feel like I put up
Right.
with. And then once I've played enough Western RPGs at this point, I can no longer play a JRPG and be patient with it, you know? Like, I want the story and the game.
Right.
I might as well
Plus,
just
like,
read a
there's
book.
just-
Like, I'm playing a JRPG, I'm like, I might as well just read a book, I'll get a better story,
Yeah,
you know?
and it won't take as long as time to get the point across.
The fighting isn't interesting.
Plus, like
to
the
me anymore.
tropes that are still in
Ugh,
JRPGs are just
so
so
boring.
annoying and so tired, and I don't want to deal with them
Yeah.
anymore. Like the little moe girl character that's just super obnoxious.
Oh, there's
and
always like a
annoying.
child or like an
Yeah.
animal
Yeah.
in the party. It's like, really, why are you there?
And there's like a pervert who like
Yeah.
only
Oh
talks
yeah,
at girls all the time.
Yeah.
it's like
And that's been
the
prevalent
Japanese
for
can't
too
come up
long.
with anything else.
Yeah.
Come on.
But it's not even just in JRPGs. It's
Yeah.
just like a lot of their or a lot of their mediums rather is.
yeah, I agree with that.
That's just something that's
true.
rampant. Is just. It's not even like sexuality or
No.
sexualization. It's just something that just continues to happen all the time. Is they just tired ideas repeatedly used.
Yeah, it makes the story so uninteresting.
Yeah.
And there aren't enough stories that are as good as
There is
like
a-
Final Fantasy IX, you know, Final Fantasy VII or something, where you
Yeah.
love the character so much or something, or even at least the main character and his girlfriend. You know, I like, you know, I don't know. Even in those games, their characters I didn't really like all that
Oh,
much.
no, I switched. What the fuck?
Yeah, sometimes the big thing with this is like I'd switch and I'd forget to check. Like
Yeah.
I'd switch to get out of fire and then I'd forget to check to make sure I wouldn't be
Right.
hitting something on the other
Yeah.
side. Yeah.
Sort of takes a.
But I
takes a
feel
moment
like
to
if
learn.
I were playing it for a while, if I'd played the first one and then the second one or something, I might have gotten used to it. But
Yeah.
it definitely has a good feel to it. If I didn't have any trouble with
The
controls or
dynamic's
anything
very
either, yeah.
cool. The whole switching.
I thought
mechanic's
switching
neat.
would be more instant, but it's not. You have to wait a little bit.
Alright. So I guess we've been getting a lot of preview builds lately. We should start doing some more full games here soon.
Yeah.
A lot of these are over pretty
Sure.
quickly.
Yeah.
But I mean, still enough to give a good idea of
Yeah, I
Of
mean,
how
what
the
to
game
expect
plays,
as the
yeah.
game would launch. So
That's like just enough. Yeah.
yeah, it's a good demo. You don't see demos much anymore. Like I guess maybe on PS3 and Xbox you maybe get them. You rarely get them on PC. The closest you get to a demo now is doing like a green light
Yeah.
thing on there, but you
Yeah.
have to pay for that, so it's not really much of a demo as much as it's an investment.
Yeah.
What did you think, Lucas?
I mean, I thought it had a strong idea. I thought the art style could use more polish, but it's not like this isn't like my genre. You know what I'm saying? Like I might play
I agree
very
with that.
casually.
Yeah.
Like I could sit down and play this and enjoy it or something, but it's not something I go out seeking to play a game like
That's
this.
fair.
Yeah, I think you need to have like sort of like competitive spirit
Yeah, that's
to really
true.
get into this. Like where you're like obsessed with getting high score and things like that.
And making a
Like,
perfect
or
run
a challenge,
and everything.
like seeking a challenge.
That's true. Like,
Yeah, I get
but
that.
I mean, this genre has always been sort of a niche genre anyway, because of that idea of just trying to be the best and high scores and stuff. Because I mean, that was just rampant in the arcades 20 years ago. It's not really arcades don't really exist much anymore. Speaking of which, did you know there is another arcade where Lost Ark used to be before they moved?
Are you for real?
It's another arcade there.
What's it called?
I don't know. It's like neon something. I mean, it's like green.
Do you
neon
buy
green
coins?
colors. I haven't
Because
actually
that's
been
not
in
like
there.
when Lost Ark
Ark,
first
yeah.
started, you had to buy coins. It was like a quarter for a coin or whatever.
Yeah.
And that was like good if I only wanted to be there for 30 minutes. But like when it got to a point where I'm just like, I just want to play this game for a long time.
Right.
So for some, like now basically you pay $5 and you can just play as much as you want the whole day.
You can leave and
And
come
then
back.
if you come in at the end of the day, it's like $2 or
Yeah.
something. But so it's pretty fair. Like if you're gonna
Oh,
be there
yeah.
for hours and you're just gonna play a bunch, like you'll save money.
Right.
But and they probably make more money per person, you know, like an average.
Yeah.
But sometimes I like it, and sometimes like I really just want to go in for like 5 minutes and play like 3 games.
You know,
or
they're
something.
making a sort of like amusement park with like an Oculus Rift type thing where they build an environment, like a physical environment where you walk around with a virtual headset.
Oh, that'll be
And then,
cool.
like, you-
Wait, say that again?
They built like a virtual world that if you just walk through it without the virtual headset, it just looks like blank walls and stuff like that.
What?
But you put on the headset and they built a world around it.
It's like a holodeck.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, essentially that's what someone can implement that as. They could create Star Trek, or they can.
So it's
create-
not just like having like an Oculus Rift on your head. You actually have a physical. Not like they. I mean, the whole point is that they don't have to build all this stuff. You know, it's
Yeah.
not part of it.
They
so you'll,
build
like-
it digitally, but not.
So
physically.
they'll
Yeah.
build like it's like going on like something at Disney or something. So you'll. I think it's like a 30-minute little game or something you
That's
walk
actually
through.
very cool.
That's awesome.
Doesn't sound interesting.
Where's that being built?
I don't know. It was on Reddit. Like I saw a video, but
Of course it was.
I wanted to say it was on the west
Everything's there.
side
Yeah.
of the United States
West
somewhere.
Coast probably sounds.
I'm not
But
sure,
that's
but
cool,
it looked
man.
really
That's
cool.
gonna be, like, seriously, virtual reality, all that shit. Like, that was something as a kid they kept saying was gonna happen in like 10 years. And now, like, it's really tangible, that
Yeah.
whole idea. I mean, the Oculus Rift is going to be launching late this year, early next year for Steam, and then start doing, like, Sony's got their own. I'm sure Microsoft
I'm actually
has their
gonna.
own.
I might get one because that's just so cool. But
Mhm.
I guess I'll have to update my computer a little bit.
Yeah, you probably will. But by that time, you'll
And then
probably have
I'll
already
have to see
upgraded
what
anyway.
games.
Yeah. It'll be
Right.
That's going to be the important thing that's going to make me hold out, though, is if it's not a lot of support at the launch, I'll just wait. Because
It's
that was-
cool enough where even if there's 2 games that are really cool, I'll get it honestly.
Yeah.
But the holdout for me is whether or not the nausea is gonna go
Oh,
away.
yeah, that's something you
Because
should probably
that's something
try
I
before.
couldn't
Yeah.
do.
You're not good with motion sickness?
I'm not great with. I mean, if there is nausea, it'll probably affect me. But it wouldn't be worth. I hate being nauseous, so it wouldn't be worth
Most
it.
people do.
I love being nauseous.
I want to go get nauseous.
I'm
right
just saying,
now.
like the benefits of playing in a cool
I eat
virtual reality
nauseous
for
thing
breakfast.
would not outweigh nausea for me.
Right, no, that's
So I
fair.
wouldn't
Because
buy
you can
it.
only play for like 30 minutes without
Yeah.
getting sick.
And then after you
Not
get
worth
sick, then you'll probably get, like I don't want to play and get sick, and then every time I think about it, like
Yeah.
like even
Turns you
when it
off.
goes away, like I'll still get sick or something.
Yeah, like, oh, I can
Like-
only play this for a short while. It's just going to be the same outcome. Yeah, that's fair. But that's cool, man. That's going to be a really cool future. We just need flying cars now, and everything that my childhood said would be true.
So, you know what this game reminded me of?
Yes.
What? What?
I don't know.
It
Tell me.
reminded you
Tell
of
me.
the very specific genre
You interrupted
that
me.
it
You must have something
inhabits.
important to say.
You need to calm it down.
It reminded me of an iPhone game called Super Crossfire. But in the game, you basically are on the bottom of the screen going back and forth, and you're shooting like an arcade.
Oh, no, I remember
But you
that. I
can
played
press
that.
a button and it flips and you go to the top of the screen. And so like you can use it to get out of direct fire really
Yeah.
quickly and stuff. And you just swoosh back and forth and it had a really good feel to it. Really
It's like auto
really
fire,
crisp,
and,
yeah.
and you just moved. Yeah, no,
It just
I've
had
played that.
it
That's
just
very
worked
cool.
so well for the phone, and this
Yeah.
reminded me of it so much because it had that dynamic where I was like
Switching.
trying to switch really quick to get out
Yeah.
of fire or something, you know. It kind of has that same dynamic to it. I really liked it.
No, that was a fun little game.
And then after we played, I've been trying to find it. I just found it. I'm gonna download it again.
Yay! Alright, well, we should get off this relatively static screen. So everyone say
Yeah.
goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.